Hi, I'm Ali Jennings and welcome to this How to Get the Infrared Look video tutorial. What we're going to basically do is show you how to convert your colour image into a black and white infrared look picture. So, to get started, open up your RAW file within Adobe Camera Raw, and as always we're going to start off by just setting our white balance. So if you select the white balance tool up on the top left hand corner, and then what we want to do is try to find a nice neutral area of grey, or an area that should be nice and neutral and grey. I think just down here, and we can see the RGB values there are pretty similar. We've got sort of all adding up to about the same, around the 150 mark. And once we've set that, we can now start to play around with the colour temperature and the tint. Now the first thing we want to do is boost all the green within the image. So we're just going to take the tint right down to -100 and really sort of tint that picture with the green look. And you can see all the green within the trees and the foliage has really been enhanced. What we also want to do is just to adjust the temperature. I'm just going to take that down to about 3050, and again that's just helping to really enhance and enrich the yellows and the greens. So when we come to doing our infrared conversions, hopefully that'll give those areas a real glowing white. Now that we've done that, we can see some shadow clipping appearing in the foreground and also in the tree there. At the moment we're not going to worry too much about that. We'll come back to that a little later on. So with that done, click onto the HSL Grayscale tab, and now we're going to do our black and white conversion. So as always, click Convert to Grayscale, and you'll instantly see your picture turn into a standard grayscale image. But now what we want to do is just lighten all of those yellow areas and the green foliage. So if we go down to our greens, and we're going to take that up to +100, and you can really see the yellow enhance, and also the tree and the foliage in the tree is really starting to lighten up. And we're just going to take our yellow up to +100 as well. You can really see the difference that that has made. Finally, I just want to darken down the sky a little bit, so if I just take my aquas and just take that down a notch or two, I've taken that to about -50, and we can sort of really see that infrared look starting to apply itself to the image. Now finally, before I go on and open this within Photoshop, just want to make a few more tweaks. First of all, I want to get rid of a bit of this shadow detail. So if I just click Fill Light, and I'm just going to increase that to about +20. Also I've got a few burnt out highlights in the rapeseed field there, so I'm just going to increase that up to about 30. Now finally, before I open it, I'm just going to increase the clarity, and you'll suddenly see just that detail of the field really kick back out. I've taken that right up to about 70. That's going to introduce a bit of grain, but don't worry too much about that. And finally, I'm going to open that by just clicking Open Image, and we have our almost complete infrared look black and white. So if I just zoom in a little bit, what I want to do now is just to adjust the levels. So if I just go Control L, hold down Alt, just to check where I'm clipping in. I just want a little clip in on the shadows, and again very similar on the highlights. Just check it before and after. Click OK. Now if I take a look at our final image, so there's our final boost of levels, and that's just added to the impact of the infrared look picture. You can obviously take it a few stages further by applying realistic looking grain or applying a slight tint, but I quite like this sort of very clean infrared look image. So that's how to get the infrared look using Adobe Camera Raw and just a final tweak within Photoshop itself.